Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're going to start on the chapter 2, Hotel Organization, in the subject of front office analysis. Now, when we talk about hotel organization, we're going to explain what a mission is and describe how goals, strategies and tactics are used to accomplish a hotel mission. Then we will describe how hotels are organized and explain how functional areas within hotel are classified and describe the function performed by departments and position within the rooms division. We will also identify the functions performed by other divisions and departments within a full service hotel. And we will describe the organization of the front office, including transitional work shift, alternative scheduling practices, and the purpose of job description and job specifications. When we talk about front office, they are the part of the revenue centers. That means in hotels, there are 5 revenue centers that we have to go. Number 1 is front office department itself because of the rooms revenue. Number 2, food and beverage outlets from the selling of the food and beverage. Number 3 is catering, whereby some hotels also provide catering, outside catering. And number 4, room service is also revenue to the food and beverage. And number 5 is the retail store, whereby usually 4 and 5 star hotel will have a retail store where they sell all the souvenirs of that particular hotels. And in the hotel also they will have a support center, whereby there are 4 top departments in support center in a hotel. Number 1 is housekeeping. Number 2, accounting. Number 3, engineering and maintenance. And number 4, human resources. Number 1, when we touch about housekeeping, is more into the rooms department. That means they have to take charge of all types of room, whereby they have to do the bed making and make sure the room is sellable. Under department number 2, accounting, we can see that these are where the department they will make sure and oversee all the accounting in all the department, various department from sales and marketing, front office, F&B and others. And under the third support centers, that is engineering and maintenance, this is where the support center that we need, because these are the support center to help in terms of all technical errors in every department of the hotels. For instance, if they have what we call a defect in a telephone in a room, or they have a defect in air conditioner in a room, so these are the department to support. And last but not least is the human resource department. Human resource department is the most important department, whereby every hotel will have to know how many staff is working in the hotels and how to control the staffing, since the hotel is open 24 hours. When we look into room division department, we go into front office. For instance, is the front desk. When you look into the front desk, there are 4 major departments. 1 is the concierge, number 2 is the reception, number 3 is the reservation, and number 4 is the telephone department. As you can see, in front office, these are the 4 major departments that is very important. And they will also have a uniform services, especially, for instance, like bell attendants, or you can call it a bellman, door attendants, or maybe you can call it as a doorman, valet parking attendants, or we can call it as a car jockey, transportation personnel, whereby these are the personnel who will in charge for taxis in the hotel, and also last but not least, the concierge department. And when we look into housekeeping department, they are also part of a division, whereby in housekeeping department they are more into controlling the number of rooms, the cleanliness of rooms, the cleanliness of public area, and overall of the hotel's hygiene. And the other hotel divisions, there will be food and beverage department, sales and marketing department, revenue management, accounting, engineering and maintenance, security, human resources, retail outlets, recreation, and in overseas, they also have casino. The traditional of the front office functions. First is the reservation. As you can see, reservation is the most important thing in front office because they are the one who controlling the number of rooms in the front office department. For instance, if the hotels have 100 rooms, the reservation departments must know how to control the 100 rooms, whereby it will be separate between other rooms. For instance, if 100 rooms, maybe they have 10 suites, then they have 30 deluxe, 20 standard, 20 superior room, and 30 single rooms. Same goes with the registration. When we talk about the registration of the front office functions, this is very important to get the profile of the guests who come and register in the hotels. Under room and rate assignment is also important. As you can see, we can know the right rate of the room's rate assignment and also the corporate rates. And under guest services is also important towards the reservation because we will see how to serve the guests into our hotel. There was also a room status that is very important that we should know in the front office functions. For instance, we have to know that what types of room, whether the room is vacant clean, vacant dirty, out of order, or others. And also maintenance, whereby in terms of settlement of guest accounts, there are some guests who pay their own accounts, there are some guests who pay by Visa, MasterCard, American Express and others credit cards, and also there are some guests who pay their account towards their corporate rates. That means the company is paying for their room rates. And under the traditional front office functions, creation of guest history records is also important. As well, we can detect where the guests come from. Now, we're going to touch about the typical of front office position. Front desk agent, or we can say as a front office assistant. These are the way, or what we call it, the job description for a staff to checking in the guests. That means they are the one who taking up the personal belongings of the guests in terms of the ID. They have to select the rooms and also to checking in the guests to that particular rooms. Secondly is the cashier. Cashier of the front office assistant is the one who will be checking out the guests, whereby upon the checking in of the guests who staying about 3 days 2 nights, towards the end of the stay, the guests have to check out and they have to go to the cashier. Information clerk also is important, or they call it the concierge department, whereby the one who is responsible of telling all the information of the hotels and also around the area of the hotels. Same goes with the telephone operator. It's also part of the typical front office position, whereby they are the first one who will take reservation of the hotels, of the guests towards the hotels and pass it to the reservation agents. And reservation agents is also important, whereby they will the one who will book for the guests who call and to make sure to know that whether the guest is paying by their own account, either they pay from corporate accounts, or also they are using the travel agent to come to the hotels. Last but not least is the bell attendants, or we call it the bellman. It's also part of concierge counter, whereby they are the first person who will meet the guests and checking in the guests by carrying their luggage and bring the guests to the room. When we talk about job descriptions, okay, they'll have a lot of outlines reporting relationship. For instance, list job tasks, list additional responsibilities, describe the working conditions, list job equipments and materials, and list other important information. These are to use to evaluate job performance, retrain the employees, avoid duplication of duties, ensure tasks are performed, and determine staffing levels. Under job specification in front office also is very important, as the least needed personnel qualities, least needed skills, least needed traits, spell out management expectation, factor considered. For instance, they have to look whether the staff have formal education, work experience, general knowledge, previous training, physical skills, communication ability, and the equipment skills towards their job scope. Thank you very much.